Hey everybody, welcome to our chosen video this week. Today we're looking at Daniel, and as I'm reading through Daniel, I realize that Daniel shares a personality trait with a lot of other people that we've already looked at this year. If you look at people like John the Baptist, Elijah, Abraham, Ruth, David, Jonathan, Joseph, the father of Jesus, you see this shared personality trait that they do the right thing even when it's unpopular. They stand up against government, they stand up against crowds, they stand up against enemies to do the right thing, to do what God wants, even if it costs themselves something, even if it's an unpopular thing to do. In Daniel's time, King Darius had issued a decree in Daniel chapter 3, Daniel 6 rather. He'd issued this decree that everybody had to pray to him, to King Darius, and they could only pray to him. And when Daniel heard this, and he knew that the decree had been given, he went to a room in the place where he was staying, where there was an open window, and he got down in front of the window and he prayed. 3 times a day he would pray, not to Darius, but to God, to the almighty, real, living God. And so he was very transparent, very out and open, did it where everybody could see it. Says, I'm going to defy the decree and I'm going to do what God wants. I'm going to pray to God and only to God. And for this, Darius attempted to punish him and failed severely. Daniel did what God wanted. Daniel defied the king. Like many others before him and after him, we've got Peter and John coming up. They're going to be told to shut up, and they're going to say we must obey God rather than people. Do the right thing. Stand up, speak up, defy government where that's necessary, defy the crowds, defy enemies. All of these people did what God wanted, rather than what the authorities wanted, rather than what the enemies wanted, rather than what even they themselves wanted. They did the right thing. And they share one other personality trait with us, well, several others, I guess. Every one of these people was imperfect. Every one of these people was sinners. Every one of these people, just like us, had their weak moments. And yet God used them, and he uses us to do the right thing. That's it for this week. Ponder that thought. Imperfect people just like us are used by God to speak up, to do the right thing. Have a great week. Bye-bye.